everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Adora Nisi, and today I'm back with another video. If you are new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, also share this video and give it a big thumbs up. So by the title, you all can see that this is going to be a story time about the time where I was almost robbed. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So by the title of this video, you all can see that this is about the time where I was almost robbed in a foreign country. So back in January, MLK weekend, me and a couple of friends went to Guatemala just for a quick trip. My friend had hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to go to Guatemala? Like, the trip is only gonna cost you under $200. So I was like, all right, why not? A stamp on the passport. Also, you know, go to a country I've never been before. Also, you know, in Guatemala, I have heard about Antigua and, you know, like the beauties of that and different things of that nature. So this was a very quick trip. Like, we was only going to be there for 2 days. We got there on a Saturday and was going to leave on a Monday. So it was a very quick trip. And, you know, just, you know, go and see the country and, you know, then go home. So we got there on a Saturday. We got there, I think, around 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock or something like that. So that Saturday, we had just stayed in because it was too late. And Guatemala City, which where we were staying in, isn't typically a safe place to go, especially for like 3 girls to be wandering around by themselves. Where our hotel was, they said it was in a safe zone, but I don't know, it was still iffy. Like, when you got down there, like at the corner stores and stuff, they have people outside with, like, military people or the cops or whatever outside with rifle guns and different things like that. While we were in our hotel that night, we did kind of hear like gunshots. I don't know what it was, but we kept hearing gunshots and screaming, and I don't know, it was just wasn't really too safe. But I wasn't gonna let it, you know, get me too scared to the point where I didn't, you know, want to see what the country had to offer. So we stayed in that night. We had just went to the mall just to see how the mall was, and then we stayed in the hotel that night. And then on the next day, was going to be a Sunday, we had planned to, you know, go to Antigua and see everything, because there's really nothing to do in Guatemala City. Sunday gets here and I get up early because I like to be one of the first people up, just because I can like get my shower out the way, and that's when I have like time to like do my makeup and stuff like that and don't hold people back too much. So I was getting ready, and something happened on the trip to where we couldn't go anywhere because one of the girls on the trip had got extremely sick. So it was to the point where we was like, okay, we'll just stay in because nobody wants to leave you know, her in there by herself in a country that we know nothing about. So we just stayed in or whatever. And so we stayed in, and then like around 1 or 2 o'clock, we was like, hey, let's just go and get some food. You know, we're supposed to be like in a safe area. We saw like a Carl's Jr. and let's just see what's around so we could just grab a quick bite to eat, and that was it. So we're walking to Carl's Jr., which was literally right, like as soon as you step out the hotel, it was right there. And so we went there, and we was like, well, maybe let's see what else is around. So we went across the street from there. Was like this pizza place, and it was like all decorated and stuff, and it looked nice. So we walked over there, and then, but the thing about it is, Guatemala is different to me than Mexico. I've also been to Mexico, and of course people know that you're not from there. They know you're American because you're black and you don't look like you belong there. But I felt safer in Mexico than I did in Guatemala. Like, I felt safer walking around Mexico in Cancun than I did in Guatemala for some reason. I don't know why. So we get there to the, like, people are like looking at us. Of course, you got 2 black women here who obviously isn't from here. And so of course, you know, people are looking at us. So we get to the pizza place, and like me and my friend was like, hey, we probably just go get some food and then take it back to the hotel, and then just come back to the pizza place and sit down and eat. So as we were we thought we saw a McDonald's, but it wasn't a McDonald's, it was just a sign. So as we were walking, a Guatemalan comes up to us and starts talking to us in English, which was something like, oh, okay, he speaks English, but I'm still watching my back because we don't, you know, it's kind of iffy. Like, we don't know you know, like what you're about, and even though you're talking to us in English, we don't know if you're talking to us trying to set us up while somebody come behind us or what. So we're walking there and he's like continuing to talk to us, but like we're trying to like get away from him because I just got bad vibes. Like I don't like strangers talking to me on the side of the street or whatever. I kind of look in like the corner of my eye, and like I see this guy walking like he's about to come and just walk past us or whatever, and like I see him coming, you know, walking past us, and all of a sudden I feel a hand go under my jacket, because I had on the oversized jacket and some biker shorts and a t-shirt. So all of a sudden I felt somebody's hand go under my jacket to my butt area and like grab it and like hurry up and walked away. So like I turned around like, what the is going on? And like I'm like talking loud, and then the dude who's talking to us in English, he's like, what just happened? I'm like, he just touched my butt. And so I'm talking to my friend. First of all, I feel very uncomfortable because we're in a foreign country, we're two girls, and I can't do anything too crazy, because if I seem like I'm the aggressor, they may try to just say I'm the person who's in the wrong, just like get some money. So I have to be very mindful of how I react. But once that happened, I was very like shaken up, because I've never been pickpocketed or anything, or attempted to be pickpocketed or anything like that. Like the grabbing of the butt, you know, when you in college and you go to parties or you go to clubs, people do this, but that type of grab was more aggressive. Like he thought I had something in my back pocket that he was trying to get, and that just took me way off guard because I wasn't from there. Like I was very like shaken up by it. So after that happened, I'm telling my friend, like I'm literally shaking, like I'm scared. It's nothing but men on the corners, and like I feel very unsafe, and I'm just like, can we just hurry up and go back to the hotel, because I feel very uncomfortable. I don't know what it was. Like thank God I had my wallet, but I had my wallet under my arm like this, and it was right here. I didn't have a purse or anything like that. Whenever I travel, I never carry a purse or anything like that, and I'm so glad I didn't have like a fanny pack on, because he could have easily, you know, got that and got my ID, my passport, like anything could have happened. So I'm glad that I decided to put my wallet up under my underarm, so that way he didn't have anything to grab. And then I had on biker shorts, so there was no pockets in those. So I don't know, it was just very weird. And then after it happened, he just walked away normal. Like he didn't just try to pickpocket me or rob me or whatever he was trying to do. And I'm glad that he didn't, I don't know, I'm glad that he didn't try to be aggressive. Like if he didn't see nothing there, I'm glad he didn't try to like pull, see if I had something. And then like the other guy who was talking to us in English, he was trying to talk to us. I'll take y'all here and there. I'm like, no sir, we don't need to take us nowhere, because you probably trying to smooth talk us in English, and we don't know who you got around the corner waiting on us. And like I was shaken up, but at the same time I try not to let it get to me too much, because I felt like this could have happened anywhere. So I didn't want it to like ruin my trip. So like I was still open to like, you know, go out and different things like that, but I was still like very mindful about what was going on, but I didn't want it to ruin my trip. Like it was on my mind for a couple hours, and then I just kind of let it go, because I'm like, well Shanice, this could have happened anywhere. This could have happened in, you know, in the States. This could have happened in Texas where you live. So it could have happened anywhere, but the fact that it happened to me and it never happened to me before was very, very scary, especially because we was just surrounded by a whole bunch of men, and it was just a very uncomfortable experience. Like even though it did scare me, I didn't want it to take away from my trip. Now looking back on it, did it change my perception of Guatemala? Not really. It was a scary moment, but I wouldn't mind going back to Guatemala just so I can experience Antigua, because I've heard a lot of great things about Antigua and a lot of great things about like the lake and the volcanoes, but I just would not stay in Guatemala City anymore. It didn't change my perception of the country itself, because even though I know it's a poor country, I do see it as a beautiful country in a sense, because of all the great things I have heard about the other places in Guatemala. Just know not to go to Guatemala City anymore, and just fly in there and leave. Now for this video, I really do hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new, and also give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video.